Welcome everybody to the channel and welcome specifically to Chaos Top 10s. And today's going to be a good one. Today we're going to go over some games that got in some hot water, some games that took it a little too far. And sometimes the media or communities or even governments and countries look at certain games and say, you know what? You pushed the envelope too far and they ended up getting banned for multiple reasons. And that is what we are going to go over today, my friends. We're going to go over 10 banned games that unfortunately for some, you can't play them anymore. So let me know in the comment section one banned game that you can't get your hands on that you would love to just to go through it and play it again, but it's probably never going to happen. Do me a quick favor, everybody. If you enjoy the content, make sure you drop a like, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. Ring that little bell so you get a notification whenever a new Chaos video goes live, so you can get the ever so important first comment. Grand Theft Auto, the series. Now, video games can get away with a lot more than movies and TV shows for the most part, and this often leads to them touching on subjects that maybe certain governments are not okay with. Kicking off our list today is an obvious one. Grand Theft Auto Everything. Ever since GTA made the transition to 3D with GTA 3, it has been the center of countless controversies and moral outrages. As of the recording of this video, many games in the series have been banned in certain countries, and some countries have even banned the franchise in its entirety. China, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates have banned the GTA license, and GTA episodes from Liberty City was also banned in Brazil, but not for reasons you may think. Episodes from Liberty City use music by a Brazilian composer named Hamilton de Silva Lourenço, but Rockstar didn't get proper legal permission to do so, resulting in the game getting a hot Brazilian ban. Now, thankfully, the matter was settled in 2012 and the game was re-released. GTA 5 was also heavily edited for the Japanese release, cutting out much of the blood and the gore. PUBG. This one actually surprised me while we were doing research for this video. You would think that with PUBG's insane popularity and pretty simple concept, that it wouldn't cause much of a commotion or stir, but it's actually been banned in multiple countries. For those that live on the moon, PUBG is a battle royale game where 100 players are dropped into a map and the last person standing wins. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, right? And while it isn't the first game to use this concept, it was definitely the game that pushed it into mainstream popularity. As of the recording of this video, PUBG has been banned from sale in China due to the blood and the extreme violence, in India due to the extreme violence as well, and due to it affecting the minds of youth who tend to become violent. Interestingly enough though, PUBG is the only game that has been banned from sale in India. Dead Rising. The first thing I think of when I think of this game is over the top. I mean, that's how it garnered its following, thanks to its design, its creative gameplay, and the fact that you can pretty much do whatever the heck you want to with hordes of mindless zombies. Dead Rising does feature an abundance of blood and gore, but surprisingly, this isn't what got the game banned in Germany. According to the records, the original Dead Rising was banned from sale due to the violence within a public mall setting, since the first game is set entirely in a shopping mall. Interestingly, the game was released back in 2006, but this ban was not issued until 2018, an entire 12 years down the road. So there must have been something going on here that we don't know about, because why would a government go out of their way to ban a 12-year-old game for such a specific reason? ROBLOX. You heard me right. Freaking ROBLOX. You may ask yourself, how can ROBLOX be banned? For those that don't know, it's a creative game released in 2006 that remains extremely popular today thanks to its mobile and Xbox One ports and its insane freedom of gameplay that allows you, the player, to create just about anything they want and share it with other players to take part in. As of September of 2018, Roblox has over 70 million active users, but how could a game so innocent, so pure, get the hot ban? Well, according to legal records, Roblox is currently banned in the United Arab Emirates due to the swearing and sexually explicit material. And this is actually pretty interesting to me, as it's the only instance I can find of a game being banned due to user-created elements, because obviously the game doesn't have any swearing or sexual content by default. The only way it would be there is if you, the player, put it in there. This would be like if you went into Minecraft and you made something naughty out of blocks and then the game was banned for nudity. Battlefield 4. Now, BF4 infamously launched in a terrible broken state due to EA rushing it out the door in order to compete with Call of Duty. But after months of patches, it's now considered by many to be one of the best Battlefield games of all time. It had a huge turnaround. Unfortunately, if you live in China, well, you don't get to experience this game. A ban on Battlefield probably sounds like an odd choice because in the grand scheme of video game violence and gore, I mean, Battlefield series is pretty tame. However, the ban stems not from the game's violence, but rather its DLC. BF4 launched in China just fine, but in December of 2013, EA and DICE released the China Rising DLC, which featured 4 new multiplayer maps set in China. The Chinese government, they were pissed. They banned Battlefield 4 from sale, claiming the game was a national security risk in the form of a cultural invasion. Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil. The Doom franchise has always been a point of controversy due to its graphic violence and satanic imagery, but this instance is actually pretty interesting to me. To me it is. For those that don't know, Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil, was an expansion pack for Doom 3. It was released in October of 2015 that added a brand new campaign, 8 new multiplayer modes, 6 new enemies, some new weapons, and even ports of the original Doom, Doom 2, and Doom 2 master levels. That's huge. What makes the ban so interesting is that in Germany, Resurrection of Evil was the only Doom property to ever be banned. All the other Doom games are okay. Even the base Doom 3 game is perfectly fine for some reason, but the Resurrection of Evil expansion pack was banned due to high-impact gory violence. So I guess I just don't understand why, out of all the Doom games and expansions, Resurrection of Evil was the only one targeted and hit with the ban hammer. This month's giveaway is for a new PlayStation 4 console. All you have to do to enter is drop a like on this video, be subscribed to the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. And in the comment section, let me know why you want to win the PS4 and include your Twitter handle so I can contact you if you're the winner. The winner will be announced at the end of the month. Postal series. Now, I have no doubt why this game was banned. Who remembers Postal? Raise your hand. This series of first-person shooters quickly gained popularity for its freedom of player choice. It allowed you to do pretty much whatever you wanted to in a town of unsuspecting NPCs, which included, but not limited to, graphic violence, torture, peeing on them, using their cats as suppressors for your guns, and so on and so forth. Postal is all about pushing the boundaries and getting under people's skin while still remaining fun to play. And while the games may be fun in that guilty pleasure kind of way, there are many countries who they're not having any of it. As of the recording of this video, Postal games have been banned in Germany, New Zealand, Pakistan, and the United Arab Emirates for its graphic violence. New Zealand's ban even went so far to say that if you're found in possession of this game in any manner, you can be fined up to $50,000 and get yourself up to 10 years of jail time. Manhunt, the series. Now, Postal is a graphic game. It's also not really taking itself seriously, which definitely reduces a lot of the impact that the violence has. Manhunt, on the other hand, is a much more serious tone game, which makes the violence way more disturbing. The first Manhunt game had you playing as a death row inmate, making a series of snuff films in order to win his freedom, while the second game had you playing as a mental patient going on a rampage while trying to figure out the deeper schemes of people who imprisoned you and wiped your memory. Now, due to the graphic violence, Manhunt has been banned in many countries, and as of recording this video, it's been banned in Germany, New Zealand, South Korea, the United Kingdom, and Saudi Arabia, and was heavily censored in many other countries, including the United States, although the uncensored version can still be found online if you're willing to dig deep enough. Assassin's Creed, the series. Now, AC kicked off back in 2007 and began one of the most successful gaming franchises in the history of the industry, selling well over 100 million total units as of the recording of this video. However, if you live in Saudi Arabia, chances are you never got to experience it. It was briefly banned in the country due to perceived negative portrayal of Arabs, although this ban was lifted after a few weeks. But the franchise was then completely banned from sale due to it being associated with the Blue Whale Challenge, which is a whole other story that I will let you look into for yourself because there's honestly no proper way that I can summarize it in this video. And at number 1 today, Medal of Honor Heroes 2. This is a game that most of you probably forgot ever existed. Back during the Wii days, there was a whole bunch of games that tried to make first-person shooting work with the Wii remote and the nunchuck, but almost all of them failed. One of those games was Medal of Honor Heroes 2, one of the last Medal of Honor games to be released before the reboot. This game was released on the Wii in 2007, and it got negative reviews for its lame controls and its uninspired gameplay, but what actually got it banned from sale in Germany was the controls. According to reports, Germany banned the game from sale because the game controls imitate the use of a real-life firearm within a realistic theater of war. So the game's main selling point, the fact that it was a shooter using the Wiimote, ended up being detrimental and its demise for the sales as well. And there you have it, my friends. Those are 10 banned video games that you really can't play anymore. Which of these games have you actually played? Sometimes a game is just so over the top or it touches on something that governments don't want you to see, and it results in the hot banned. Be sure to let me know what you think of these games and if you agree with their banning or not. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you soon.